YouTube, today's video is going to be very interesting. Who would win in a versus battle between P. Diddy and Dr. Dre? We go over the details to who we think is going to win. For me, it's a pretty clear-cut answer. Let me know what you think. Who do you think is going to win between P. Diddy and Dr. Dre, if they even do this versus battle? Make sure to subscribe, follow me on all channels, and definitely check out the Twitch stream every day around 5 o'clock Eastern. That being said, enjoy the video.
DJ General MEalz.
The next potential versus, not locked in yet, is potentially Diddy and Dr. Dre. Now, it's not locked in. They just kind of gave an interview discussing how Verzuz has been. I think I saw this is their 7th month anniversary, 6th or 7th month anniversary since they started Verzuz, since the very first quote unquote Verzuz, and where they've gone at and everything. But this would be the creme de la creme. This would be the major one. This would be the one that everybody wants to be a part of. This is the one. When I think about how big Verzuz could get, this would be the biggest one for right now. I think for cultural purposes, Jay-Z versus Nas would probably be bigger. For cultural purposes, maybe Drake versus Lil Wayne would probably be bigger. You know, there's a lot of ways that this could go, but this is the potential next one. Now, I'll give y'all a couple of preferences. To be fair here, Diddy has been asking to battle Dr. Dre for at least the past 4 months. Like, he's been asking for Dr. Dre for the past 4 months. Dr. Dre, on the other hand, has said and stated verbatim, he never wants to be a part of Verzuz. He doesn't like the whole idea of his catalog going against somebody else's catalog. And to be fair here, that all came down because of the Babyface Teddy Riley one. You got to remember, Teddy Riley and Babyface were supposed to battle, and Teddy Riley had this full production, and Babyface was just in his house. And it went bad because Teddy Riley had his sound great on his website, but it didn't sound good on Instagram where most of the people were. On the other hand, Babyface had his stuff great, but nobody was just going for it. So it was a big ordeal. Dr. Dre saw that, and he said, I don't want to be a part of anything like this. That was months ago. We're now here where Verzuz has an Apple deal where they're doing full productions, and it looks great. It sounds great. Everybody's in network with each other, and it's a really profitable business for the artist. So the question now becomes, if they decide to do this, if they decide to do Dr. Dre versus P. Diddy, who wins? Well, let's look at the Googleable tracks. So first we would go with Diddy, right? These are all the Googleable songs, right? These are the ones where when you say, hey, what are the big ones? What are his biggest songs that he's going to play? It's going to be these. It's going to be a lot of them are going to come from this list. Now, if you're a real big Diddy fan, he's probably going to pull some from the albums, from the Biggie albums that are not going to be on this list. But these are going to be a lot of them, right? I'll Be Missing You. He's absolutely playing. He's going to save that one for later. Last Night. Let me tell you about Last Night. I did not like that song when it first came out. Last Night was just, it wasn't a good song. Last Night, to me, when I first heard it, was not a good song. Now, at this age, now, almost 15 years later, Last Night is a song. Like, that's man, bombs for Diddy, man. Diddy was just ahead of the curve with that song. I was just too young and stupid to know that. Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. He's absolutely gonna play that. Victory. He's gonna probably start off with Victory. Victory was one of them big songs that it was Diddy. It was Diddy, Biggie, and I think Busta Rhymes is on that song, if I'm not mistaken, if that's the right song. But Victory was like, that's a huge song. That's a huge song. All About the Benjamins, absolutely getting played. Bad Boy for Life, absolutely getting played. I'm looking down here. I don't see. Everybody's saying let's get it. No. Finna Get Loose. I don't think he plays that, but that'd be cool to watch. Shake Your Tail Feather. I think that gets played as well. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I Need a Girl. Ooh, I almost forgot about I Need a Girl. I Need a Girl. Makes the most sense as well. Ofu Holt Ati. Appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. So I'm looking at this entire list. This is the list that I'm seeing. I like it. I like it a lot. Don't get me twisted. I like this list a lot. And then let's look at Drake. Still DRE banger getting played. Nothing But a G Thing, absolute banger getting played. Honestly, Dre is probably gonna have to lean. He's not gonna have to. Let me rephrase that. Dre is probably going to lean on 3 to 4 Snoop Dogg heavy tracks, but he has to. They were, they were Ren and Stimpy. They were, they were partnered up. Like they were like the Fairly Odd Parents. They were just bodying everything together. So the next episode, that's another Snoop Dogg heavy track. Gotta play that. Keep Their Heads Ringing. I personally love that song, and I would be upset if he did not play that song. I'd be pissed. Dre Day. He's not gonna play Dre Day, because Dre Day is a diss song to Eazy-E. But the production, the rapping, I love Dre Day. I love Dre Day. It sucks that he's not gonna play it. He's not gonna play it. It would be disrespectful to Eazy-E and his entire family. But I love Dre Day. The fact that back then their diss songs used to be like rollout singles, it's crazy. They shot a video and everything. Like I loved Dre Day. I loved it. But it's not gonna happen. What's the difference? I can see that coming out. I could see that coming out early. Let me see. I don't see Kush being played. Dope Man. I do see some NWA tracks being played. Straight Outta Compton is absolutely getting played. I Need a Doctor is not getting played. No, absolutely not. F the Police getting played. Let Me Ride is absolutely getting played. Express Yourself is getting played. I do think Explosive's gonna get played as well. The Message. It's a lot of songs, right? This is a lot of songs. This is a lot of material that Dr. Dre has to go from, right? So the question becomes, all right, who wins this full battle? I think there's a lot at stake here. There's a lot at stake. If Diddy goes, is Diddy going to be able to play all of the songs that he produced? I think he should. Is he going to be able to play all the songs that he produced with Biggie? I think he should as well. And then if he, includes the songs that he did with Mace and Loon, all the stuff that he's a producer on, even if he's an executive producer, I think that should all be in his wheelhouse. Put that to the side. Same thing for Dr. Dre. Anything that he produced, I think he should be on. That's where I think the line heavily skews towards Dr. Dre. Because he has NWA, he has Snoop Dogg, he has Tupac, and he has Eminem, and he has 50 Cent. He has 5 of the greatest top 50 rapper group ensembles ever under his helm. Diddy has Biggie, and I really don't know who else Diddy has under him, like as a team of people that he produced. Mace had a hot run. Mace was untouchable in the 90s. That was 20 years ago. But he was untouchable in the 90s. I think that if you include the Diddy produced stuff with Mariah Carey, now we got an argument. Now we got a real big argument. If they go 20 tracks, I doubt that they go 20. I think they have to go 30. But let's just keep it in the realm of 20 tracks. If they go 20, I think it's disrespectful to either one to go anything other than 11-9, 12-8. So because of that, I don't want to disrespect anybody. I will go 11-9 Dr. Dre. That's my personal opinion, because I think it'd be disrespectful to think that Diddy's gonna get 7 or less songs when it goes head to head. think that's just disrespectful. This is gonna be the East Coast West Coast battle all over again. 20 years later, 25 years later, this is East Coast versus West Coast all over again. It's not gonna get disrespectful because they both in their 50s, they both billionaires, but it's gonna be a very good battle. I do think Hoppy Popper, appreciate the follow. I do think that is exactly what's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be real good. I think 11-9, 12-8, it stays a tight race. Now, if we go 30 tracks, 30 tracks, I'm not gonna lie to you. It goes 30 tracks. At that point, I think that's probably 18-12 Dre. They go 30 tracks, I think it's 18-12 Dre. I think at that point, it gets real disrespectful. 18-12 Dre is what I got if they go 30 tracks. Just because the longer that they go, the more top impactful hits that Dr. Dre has to reach from. You got to remember, Dr. Dre has been at this on a high level a longer time than Diddy. Diddy comes into the game 92, 93, maybe 94. If we include that Mary J run as well, 92, 93, 94. Dre comes in, I think, 86, 87. So that 6-year gap, that was still NWA. NWA was the biggest group. We had this conversation yesterday. NWA was the biggest group in hip hop. So it's tough. It's a really tough battle. It's gonna be really, really tough. If they stick to 20, then it's gonna be 12-8 Dr. Dre. If they go to 30, I got it 18-12 Dr. Dre.
DJ General MEalz.